score. Finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Still backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Fouled out of goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
A right-handed dribble goes to Reichel. Deep three-pointer on the way. That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins all alone. Steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hello, welcome back to Grafton, where we've got boys high school basketball coming up with the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros taking on the Grafton Spoilers. I'm Joe Lancello along with Keith Meyer. Thanks for joining us here on YourLiveEvent.com. Grafton won the girls' game over Hillsboro Central Valley. And I've got to look it up here because I'd forgotten it. 65-13 in the girls' game. Now we've got the boys coming up. Hillsboro Central Valley 4-4 overall. This will be just their second game against Region 2 opposition. The Burros 1-0 in the region. Hillsboro Central Valley also on a 3-game losing streak. They fell to North Star on Saturday, 67-37. Grafton, the Spoilers, coming off their first loss of the season. That was at Thompson on Friday night, 60-50. Grafton now 6-1 overall, 0-1 in Region 2 play. And Grafton dropping from 3rd to 6th in this week's Class B boys basketball poll. Hillsboro Central Valley will be without one of their starters, Peter Dryberg, the senior forward, suffering a shoulder injury against North Star on Saturday. And no word how long he will be unavailable. So it'll be junior Dylan Mitzel who will take his place in the starting lineup tonight. And our pregame show brought to you by Irie Insurance. For all of your insurance needs, visit Irie Insurance online at IRIEINS.com. That's IHRYINS.com. We'll continue with our pregame show after these messages on YourLiveEvent.com.
509. If you are already a member, thank you. If you are not a member, we would love to invite you to join Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars. As we come into the season of giving, we remind you every graduating student who applies will receive at least one scholarship through Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars. So we can continue this amazing program, please consider a gift this season to Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars. Visit H509 Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars website or Facebook page for more information.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
We make products that last decades. Being able to stand behind our products and having something that is so known for that is awesome.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
The Halstead Living Center, Heritage House in Halstead, and the Normandy in Twin Valley present an atmosphere that is calm and comfortable. Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, they offer a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care, including senior living with services, skilled nursing care, rehabilitation care, respite, hospice, or adult daycare. Get more information by going to halstedlivingcenter.com or call 218-456-2105.
Back at Grafton, Joe Lancello with you, and seeing the starting lineups that are posted on the scoreboard here. I'm going to have to eat my words from what I said to you earlier before the commercial break. Peter Dryberg apparently is going to give it a go. He will be in the starting lineup. I was told by Coach Elliott Rothfold this afternoon that Dryberg's availability was going to have to see on a day-by-day basis, but he is out there, and it appears that he will be in our starting lineup. And the Burros trying to snap a 3-game losing streak, and it would be a big win for them, especially since they don't have that many Region 2 games under their belts. So to get to 2-0 would be a big boost for them. But the Burros, Keith Meyer, have played a very tough schedule to this point.
Oh, man. Elliott Rutfold, Coach Rutfold, has certainly loaded up his schedule this year. You know, he believes in getting your team battle tested. He loves to play top 10 teams as much as he can. And ordinarily, his team comes out the better in those games against top 10 teams. They've been struggling a little bit with that this year. They're not getting points from the perimeter the way they did the last several years. That has hurt them. It's allowed defenses to focus more on Jacob Brandt, give him more trouble scoring. Landon Olson has taken up some of the slack. He's gotten some points on rebound baskets, offensive rebounds and putbacks. Peter Dryberg, if he's able to go tonight, if he can put some points on the board, that's a huge bonus for the Burros. And then if the trio of backcourt guys, Olson, Longthorne, and Mitzel, can get some points on the board, that's going to help immensely too. Grafton, they're fast, they're quick, and they still have Mr. Dumas on their team, and he is just an Energizer bunny. He's the one who gave them a lot of energy last year in the region tournament to get them to the state tournament. He's just a quality hustler. So this could be an interesting game. It could go either way. Just depends on who can put the ball in the basket.
And with Grafton, Braylon Baldwin, their point guard, arguably the quickest player in the state. He just amazes me, and he did it again last Friday. He had a shot from about the volleyball 10-foot line from beyond midcourt for the first quarter buzzer beater.
Yep, Grafton has had that perimeter game for several years now. The guys that have played in previous years, they've always been able to step back and hit that three. If they can do that again tonight, that really puts a crimp in the Burro defense of what they would like to do. They like to play that 2-3 zone, but a lot of times it's easier to get your outside shots off of a 2-3 zone, and they might have to go man-to-man to try to shut that down.
I mentioned Hillsboro Central Valley's 3-game losing streak. To put some context into that, a loss to Sargent County, who's now ranked number 4 in the state, a loss to defending Class B state champion and the number 1 ranked team in Class B all season, 4 wins Minnewacan, and then a loss at North Star, who is ranked 10th this week. They were ranked 7th last week. So it's not like they've been facing the bum of the month club by any means.
Yeah, you're right. You just hope that, tonight's a big game for the Burros. It really is. They need to come away with a win, or at least play a good, solid, competitive game, because the last few games they've really struggled. And if they can, play some good basketball tonight. That's going to help their mental outlook. It might give them a springboard the second half of the season.
Which everybody can use, let's face it. Our Irie Insurance pregame show brought to you by Irie Insurance. For all your insurance needs, go to IRIEINS.com, IHRYINS.com. We'll have our starting lineups as we return to Grafton after these messages on YourLiveEvent.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
This is Bailey Scott, a senior at Fargo Davies High School and the 2022-23 North Dakota High School Activities Association Distinguished Student. Educational athletics, including games like this one, teach a lifetime value such as respect for your opponents, coaches, officials, and classmates. There are few better places than athletic competition to demonstrate respect for others. By your demonstration of respect for those participating and watching today, you underscore that the most important part of high school competition is the people involved and not the game itself. A public service message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association and this radio station.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
Welcome back to Grafton. Joe Lancello with you along with Keith Meyer. And time now for our starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. Live the sweet life. Great careers, quality products, grower owned, crystalsugar.com. And we saw the players as they were coming back out onto the field without their warm-up tops.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second game of our Region 2.
And when Peter Dryber comes out for Hillsboro Central Valley, you don't have a good look at him right now, but when he does come out there, you will see that he has the kinesiology tape on his shoulder, his right shoulder. So we'll see how he will be able to go here.
For some ice cream, go see the spoiler booster booth out there. They're selling ice cream for $4. Also
in the girls' game earlier today, it was Grafton beating Hillsboro Central Valley 65-13. So the boys looking for a split of this doubleheader.
So when it's your turn to step up, please make sure you do so.
And a reminder, the boys will be in action Thursday at Mayport CG. Grafton also back in action on Thursday at home against Hatton Northwood.
Please visit the Go Spoilers channel on YouTube.
In the Class B poll that came out yesterday. 4 wins Minnewacan, number 1 where they've been all season long, the defending state champions. Central Cass is ranked 2nd. Then it's Minot, Bishop Lyon 3rd, Sargent County and Ellendale in the top 5. Grafton drops from 3 to 6. Thompson 7th, Beulah, North Border, and North Star. Now starting for Hillsboro Central Valley, number 1 Micah Longthorne, a 6'1 senior. Number 3 Riley Olson is a 5'11 senior. And a forward, 33 Peter Dryberg, a 6'3 senior. And you can see how he's taped up there on his right shoulder. 34 at a forward, Landon Olson, a 6'2 junior. And at center, number 40, Jacob Brandt, a 6'9 junior. Elliot Rothful, the coach of Hillsboro Central Valley, 4-4 overall, 1-0 in Region 2 play. Now for Grafton, ranked number 6 in the state in Class B. At the point guard, we talked about him earlier, Braylon Baldwin, a 5'10 junior.
Number 33, Tyler Drew.
I love these guys who feel like they're auditioning for NBA jobs on the PA. Number 2, Tony Villarreal, a 5'11 junior. Number 3, Ryan Hansen is a 6'2 junior. 23 is Abram Sidney, a 6'1 junior. And 33, Kyler Droog, a 6'5 sophomore. Bradley Willimon, the coach of Grafton, the Spoilers, 6-1. Overall, 3-1 in Region 2 play. Come to think of it, as I was having my pregame pizza, Braylon Baldwin walked by me and said, "Make me sound good tonight." He is a previous winner of a Enbridge Energy Player of the Game Award and has a t-shirt from Enbridge to prove it. Maybe he's trying to butter me up for another one. Jacob Brandt at 6'9 to jump center for Hillsboro Central Valley in the traveling Royal Blue. Kyler Droog at 6'5 for Grafton, and it's Hillsboro Central Valley who win the tap. Dryberg for Longthorne, 3 on the way. No, rebound, Dryberg up and in. So Dryberg, despite the shoulder injury, with an instant impact. 2-0 Burrows. Sidney, high off the rim, no. And the rebound, Longthorne. Dryberg for Landon Olson, who got a step on Droog and scores. 4-0 Burrows. Baldwin for Sidney, now Baldwin. 2-3 zone being played by Hillsboro Central Valley. Baldwin, now we got a hand check foul on the Burrows on Landon Olson. That'll be his first. Hansen on the inbound baseline left for Villarreal. Hansen, the 3 doesn't go. Dryberg the rebound. Riley Olson. And we've got a whistle away from the ball.
I think we had a moving pick on somebody out there. Looks like Landon Olson.
Well, that would be his second. It is his second, okay. Villarreal. Droog. Now Sivney. Missed and Brandt the rebound. 4-0 Burrows. Dryberg driving, missing. And the rebound controlled by Hansen. Baldwin around a Villarreal screen now, Hansen. Villarreal driving and scoring. Tony Villarreal gets Grafton on the board, trailing 4-2, just over 2 minutes played. Landon Olson for Brandt. Now Riley Olson. The Olsons are not related. Dryberg, left-hand dribble. Dumping for Landon Olson, blocked by Droog. And it's Sivney who comes away with it. Baldwin. Hanson back for Baldwin. Droog at a high post. Here's a Baldwin bomb around and out. Landon Olson the rebound. Burrows a 5-1 rebounding edge so far. 3 minutes into the game. Brandt spinning, driving. The floater is up and in. Jacob Brandt's first basket, 6-2, Burrows. Baldwin entry pass for Droog. Finds Sivney who misses. Rebound juggled and finally controlled by Brandt. And for Longthorne driving and scoring. Micah Longthorne's first basket. 8-2 Hillsboro Central Valley. Villarreal. Droog. Cross for Sivney, now Baldwin. Villarreal, shot clock at 17. Villarreal to the basket. Doesn't get it. Landon Olson the rebound. Quickly for Dryberg, he'll fire a three. Bango! 5 for Dryberg. Grafton timeout. A short timeout on the Tim Kazed Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. Hillsboro Central Valley jumping off to an 11-2 lead over Grafton. And time now for a game break brought to you by Furniture Mart in Fargo and Lee Olfson. Ask for Lee Olfson to get your live event pricing at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Call 701-200-8019 or go to thefurnituremart.com. The Furniture Mart in Fargo. Nice fast start by the Burrows so far, Keith.
Well, this is exactly what the Burrows did to Four Winds a few days ago. They got off to a big lead, and then by the end of the first quarter, Four Winds had taken it back.
Well, let's see what happens here. Villarreal for Maxwell Dumas, a 6'4 senior in the game for the first time. You talked about him in the pregame show. The Baldwin three is no good. Grant the rebound. And the foul is going to be on Dumas. His first and the first foul on Grafton. Dylan Mitchell, number 11 in the game for Hillsboro Central Valley. Drive and Dumas reaching in and picking up his second foul in just a few moments. And this will bring Mitchell to the free throw line to shoot 2. 2 fouls against both teams now. Mitchell hits the first. Burrows have not trailed in the first half of the first quarter. Second free throw missed. Dumas the rebound. It's a 10-point lead for the Burrows. Hanson will shoot a 3. Doesn't go. Rebound comes to Dumas, who scores. Maxwell Dumas with a basket. His first. Hillsboro Central Valley up 12-4. Mitchell finds Dryberg, who finds Brandt, who finds the basket. 4 for Jacob Brandt. 14-4, jumper up. No, Dryberg the rebound. Dryberg not afraid to shoot the three, so they've got to respect those fakes. Brandt, shot a little long, and Droog the rebound for Grafton. Spoilers look to push. Villarreal for Hansen. Now Baldwin. All three of those guys, 1, 2, and 3, not afraid to shoot threes. Droog scores. Kyler Droog's first basket. 14-6, Burrows by 10 with less than 2 minutes to go in the quarter. And a whistle, and
we had a kick ball out there.
Shot clock at 28 as the Burrows will keep it. Number 5, Carter Limke in the game, driving, missing, but a foul. And Dumas with the foul, so he's collected 3 fouls in about a minute and a half. And Carter Limke, a 6'5" junior, to shoot 2 for Hillsboro Central Valley.
Well, that's the danger when you're such a hustler like Dumas is. You tend to pick up fouls in bunches, and unfortunately he has to go sit down.
Abram Sivney back into the Grafton lineup. And with 3 fouls this early, you wonder how much action he might see in the second quarter as Limke hits both. And Hillsboro Central Valley back up by 10. Baldwin for Villarreal. Baldwin the baseline drive and the floater, no. Brandt the rebound. Dryberg. Backing his way in. Shot low and Hansen the rebound. Hansen, Villarreal, open 3, no. And Mitchell the rebound. And the ball off, Mitchell out of bounds. Second turnover against Hillsboro Central Valley. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Joe. I expect to see more of that from Grafton, pressuring the rebound before the Burrows can get going.
For the Burrows, 44, Caleb Handelson in the game for the first time, and Micah Longthorne back in the game as well. Here's a Baldwin jumper, good. 16-8. Spoilers cut the gap 2-8 with under a minute to go in the quarter. Handelstead, turnaround off the glass, no, and Hansen the rebound. Giving Brandt a bit of an extra break with the quarter break coming as well very shortly. Hansen 3, no. And Drew going to be called for being on the back of Dryberg. First foul on Kyler Drew, that's 4 on Grafton in the half. Burrows ball, 30, about a 2-second difference in the game clock and the shot clock. Dryberg holding, 10 on the shot clock. Dryberg driving, tried to draw a foul, but he got a basket. 7 for Dryberg. Baldwin for the second straight game with a buzzer-beating 3 at the end of the first quarter. It was a longer shot against Thompson, but hey, they still count. After 1 on the 10 Gazette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, Hillsboro Central Valley 18, Grafton 11. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Pearlie, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart, east of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halsted. 218-456-2172.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Second quarter underway. A Villarreal three doesn't go. Sivney with the putback, no good. And Brandt the rebound for Hillsboro Central Valley. Dryberg against a double team, scores in a foul. Dryberg with 9 and a chance at a three-point play. Fifth team foul on Grafton. This is on Kyler Droog, his second.
Burrows are getting points from all over the court, and several different guys have scored, and that's just what the doctor ordered for them for tonight.
Dryberg missed the free throw, still 20-11. Baldwin driving, stopped at the block. Baldwin to the lane, off. Brandt the rebound. Brandt, Dryberg, Landon Olson, Riley Olson, and Longthorne, the 5 on the floor for Grafton. Oh, Brent's shot in and out. The offensive rebound, Landon Olson. He got a second offensive rebound, but the ball went off his leg and goes out of bounds. Grafton, their original starting 5, Baldwin, Villarreal, Hanson, Sivney, and Droog. Baldwin split 2 defenders, a Hanson 3, no. And Brent gets the rebound. Long ball, nice catch by Landon Olson. Sivney broke up the pass, but the ball's going to stay with Hillsboro Central Valley, 26 on the shot clock. Burrows have led throughout. They've led by as many as 10. Riley Olson for Brent, muscling his way in, missed the shot. Putback was blocked. Whoops. That one went to the Grafton bench, the 4th Hillsboro Central Valley turnover.
That's a good way to put it, Joe. Whoops. Nobody home.
Well, nobody that you wanted to get it to. Baldwin for Droog, back for Baldwin. Sivney looking to post up. Here's a Droog jumper, no good. And a Landon Olson rebound. Dryberg. And a charge. First foul on Peter Dryberg. That's 3 on the Burrows in the half. Two minutes played, second quarter. Hillsboro Central Valley up 20-11. Joe Lancello and Keith Meyer with you on YourLiveEvent.com. Villarreal for Baldwin. Droog. Back for Baldwin. Hanson for Sivney, 15 on the shot clock. Grafton moving the ball around quickly. The Baldwin jumper, no. And Brent another rebound. That's something else Brent can help you do, is hold Grafton to one shot. The Dryberg 3 is no good, and Villarreal the rebound. Droog high post, back for Hanson. Nice ball, finding Sivney for a basket. Abram Sivney's first basket, nice pass from Villarreal. Brandt looking to post up. Scores! 6 for Jacob Brandt. 22-13, Hillsboro Central Valley. Baldwin for Villarreal. Back for Baldwin, now Villarreal near the right sideline. Shot clock at 13. Villarreal with an open three. Couldn't get it. And again, Brandt the rebound. Landon Olson couldn't quite catch it. Fifth Borough turnover, a Villarreal drive, no. And Brandt the rebound. As Grafton got a turnover but couldn't convert it. Brandt with a three, no. Long rebound for Villarreal. The trailing Sivney off the bracket. And the rebound last touched by Riley Olson. It will go to Grafton. For Hillsboro Central Valley, 5 Limke, 11 Mitzel into the game. Dryberg will sit down for the first time, I believe, and Longthorne will sit down too. And a late substitution, David Perez, number 0 in the game for the first time for Grafton, to replace Drug, as the Spoilers will go to a smaller lineup. And Perez at 5'5", the smallest player on the floor for either team. Baldwin to the baseline. Overshot it. Rebound Limke. 9-point Borough lead. They've got the ball. Mitzel for Brandt. Double team back for Mitzel. Nice stop and go. Limke for Landon Olson, who scores. 4 for Landon Olson. 11-point lead now for the Burros, their biggest of the game, as we near the 3-minute mark. Villarreal, left corner three, long. And the smallest guy on the floor, Perez, got the rebound, but then it was thrown away. Unofficially, that's the first turnover against Grafton. Borough basketball with under 3 minutes to go in the half and an 11-point lead. Burroughs trying to snap a 3-game losing streak and give Grafton a 2-game losing streak. Brandt double teamed on the block. One defender left him, and that gave Brandt an easy bucket. He's got 8. 26-13. And a reach-in foul on Mitzel trying to take the ball away from Baldwin. 4th team foul on the Burros, as Peter Dryberg comes back into the game for Hillsboro Central Valley, replacing Landon Olson. First foul on Mitzel. Grafton with Reggie Rice, a 6'4" freshman, hustling into the game for the first time, as Sivney will come out. Grafton with Baldwin, Villarreal, Perez, Rice, and Hansen. Still a 2-3 zone by Hillsboro Central Valley. Villarreal for Perez. Baldwin. Rice out in the corner. They work it out for Perez. 15 on the shot clock. Baldwin to the top. Perez left corner with 7 on the shot clock. Baldwin driving. Villarreal with a shot. No. Got it away just in time. Limke the rebound. Limke for Mitzel with a 3. Yes! Dylan Mitzel with 4. 29-13. A 16-point lead for Hillsboro Central Valley. A minute and a half to go in the half. Baldwin open 3, hit it. 5 for Braylon Baldwin. 29-16. Dryberg back in the game, pass poked away. Perez driving. His shot is short, an offensive rebound for Rice. A Hansen 3 doesn't go. And the Burros just shepherd the ball out of bounds. They'll get it back with 1:07 to go till intermission, leading 29-16. Grafton ranked number 6 in the state. Lemke for Dryberg, down low for Brandt. Not able to put it in. And Lemke called for a foul on Perez. 5 fouls on the Burros. First foul on Carter Lemke. Villarreal for Hanson, 17-footer, no. Lemke the rebound. 2-second difference in the game clock and the shot clock. Dryberg for Riley Olson. Back for Dryberg. Burrows playing a little bit of keep away. Villarreal trying to get the steal and getting the steal. Baldwin, left corner three, good. He was left wide open. Brandt from midcourt, no. And we're at halftime. And Hillsboro Central Valley, a strong first half performance. On the road at Grafton, on the Tim Kazed Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, it's Hillsboro Central Valley 29, Grafton 19. We'll return to Grafton after these messages on YourLiveEvent.com.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsboro location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source from sunup to sundown. They're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance. Protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro.
For over 100 years, Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FindlayFarmersElevator.com.
With Keith Meyer, Joe Lancello with you. We're at halftime from Grafton, where Hillsboro Central Valley is leading Grafton 29-19 at intermission, and our halftime score brought to you by the Ryan Opdahl Agency at Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-5777 for your insurance requests. Visit with Ryan Opdahl. And Hillsboro Central Valley looking very sharp in this opening half as they lead the 6th-ranked Grafton Spoilers 29-19. And Keith, I can't really say that Grafton has played terribly, but Hillsboro Central Valley's just been a little bit sharper, especially on the offensive end, and with Jacob Brandt also getting a lot of rebounds.
Yeah, Brandt is just dominating the boards on the defensive end, only giving the Spoilers one shot, and I'm sure that's something that they're probably not used to. I would imagine they get second and third shots. They've got some good size, but they're getting one shot, and they're having a tough time getting those shots to go in. They've been doing a great job on Baldwin so far. They're able to chase him down and slant their defense towards Baldwin so that they can close out on him before he really gets comfortable and can take the shot. And they're doing it with that 2-3 zone, so they've made a liar out of me already. I thought they might have to go man-to-man to get that accomplished, but the 2-3 zone looks really good right now. The other thing is Burrows are getting the ball inside. Landon Olsen has had a few. Jacob Brandt has had a few inside, and they're getting points from other places. With Mitzel, Dryberg, they're putting in things, and that's what they need. They need that balance. Two guys just can't beat a team like Grafton. What the Burros need to do now is keep their composure, keep their poise, keep doing the simple things. Sometimes they have a tendency to try to get a little bit fancy, and that hurts them. They just need to keep doing the simple things, and they'll get their baskets. Grafton, on the other hand, they need to keep taking their shots. Those are good shots for them from the three-point line and free throw line. They just need to be patient, and those things will start to fall. If they do, they have capabilities of putting points on the board in a hurry, and that lead could evaporate very quickly.
What's interesting for Grafton is that Ryan Hansen does not have a point in the first half, and Hansen is one of their better three-point shooters.
Yeah, that's all credit to their perimeter guys. Mostly Mitzel and Olsen. They're doing a good job hustling back and forth, and like I said, slanting that defense to where the open shooters are. The defensive effort for the Burros has been great.
Checking the scoring for Hillsboro Central Valley, Peter Dryberg, playing with an injured shoulder, has a three-pointer, 3 2s, 0 for 1 at the foul line for 9 points. Jacob Brandt, 4 baskets for 8. Landon Olsen, 2 baskets for 4. Dylan Mitzel, a three-pointer, 1 of 2 at the line for 4. Carter Limke, 2 of 2 at the line for 2. Micah Longthorne, a basket for 2. Riley Olsen has played and not scored. Caleb Hattlestead played briefly, did not score. Hillsboro Central Valley, 3 of 5 at the foul line, 60%. 7 turnovers against the Burros, but Hillsboro Central Valley, 23 rebounds, 4 on the offensive side. Hillsboro Central Valley, 18 points in the first quarter, 11 in the second for their total of 29. For Grafton, Braylon Baldwin with 2 threes, including a buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter, and a 2-pointer for 8. Tony Villarreal, a basket for 2. Abram Sivney, a basket for 2. Kyler Drug, a basket for 2. Maxwell Dumas, a basket for 2. And that is the Grafton scoring. Ryan Hansen started, has not scored. Reggie Rice played briefly and did not score. Grafton just 1 turnover in the first half unofficially, and they are 0 of 0 from the free throw line. And Grafton 12 rebounds, 5 on the offensive side. Grafton 11 points in the first quarter, 8 in the second for their total of 19. As far as fouls go for Grafton, Maxwell Dumas has 3 fouls, Kyler Drug 2, and they are the only Grafton players who have fouls in the first half. For Hillsboro Central Valley, Landon Olsen with 2, no one else more than 1. That is our halftime show, brought to you by the Ryan Opdahl Agency at Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-577 for your insurance requests. Visit with Ryan Opdahl. On the Tim Kazed Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, Hillsboro Central Valley 29, Grafton 19. Back after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome to a better banking experience with First State Bank. Locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, First State Bank is here for you. Locally owned for over 120 years, we know you and the area. Banking for today with savings, checking, and loan services for business, personal, or agriculture. And helping to guide you to tomorrow with wealth management and insurance services. Today, tomorrow, together. First State Bank. Stop into our locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, or visit online firststatebanks.com.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts share this message to all community members about building assets in your community. Hi, this is Maddie Olson. Young people grow strong through positive relationships with adults. It only takes a small investment of time to truly make a difference in a young person's life. You can help build up a young person by taking just a minute to give them words of encouragement and advice, making them feel the true impact they have in the community. A message provided by everyone at the Hillsboro and Central Valley School District.
Hillsboro Central Valley to start the second half will have 1 Micah Longthorn, 33 Peter Dryberg, 34 Landon Olson, 3 Riley Olson, and 40 Jacob Brandt, their original starting 5. The Burros will also have the basketball. For Grafton, number 1 Braylon Baldwin, 23 Abram Sivney, 2 Tony Villarreal, 3 Ryan Hansen, and 33 Kyler Drew, their original starting 5. Brandt between the circles. Now Landon Olson as the Burros go from right to left. Dryberg spinning. Ball was poked away, so no travel. Here's a Longthorn drive. Trying to get through 2 players was Landon Olson. Shot was blocked. Shot clock down to 8. Brandt will shoot a 3 off the bracket. Rebound Baldwin and a foul. Foul on Landon Olson, that is his 3rd for the Burros. And the first foul on Hillsboro Central Valley in the second half. If you think it's out that Brent might shoot 3s at his height, he had a 3-pointer that sent their game with Ada Borup West a couple of weeks ago into overtime. Here come the Burros with Longthorn. Riley Olson. 10-point lead for Hillsboro Central Valley. Riley Olson for Longthorn, shot clock at 11. Landon Olson driving on Drug and scoring. 6 for Landon Olson. 31-19. Burros have led throughout. They've led by as many as 16. Entry pass broken up by Landon Olson. The ball will stay with Grafton with 19 on the shot clock. Good play by Landon to deny the entry pass. Hansen on the throw-in. Baldwin, Hansen. Left-hand shot does not drop in. Villarreal the offensive rebound. Drug for a flying Villarreal shot doesn't go. And Landon Olson the rebound. Longthorn, guarded by Villarreal. Dryberg, Landon Olson trying to move his way in. Drug, a tough opponent, and a takeaway. Villarreal driving. Hansen missed the 3. Drug had the offensive rebound but couldn't hold it. Landon Olson could. Longthorn for Riley Olson. Brandt. Oh. They're going to call an offensive foul on Jacob Brandt, his first, and that's 2 on the Burros in the half. I was expecting a travel. But instead it is a turnover, number 9 against Hillsboro Central Valley. Baldwin for Sivney. Does not get the roll. Drug gets the offensive rebound and scores. Kyler Drug with 4. 31-21, Grafton down 10 at the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. Longthorn left alone. 3 is short. And Drug and Baldwin fight with each other for the rebound. Villarreal for Drug scores. 6 for Kyler Drug. And a short timeout taken by Hillsboro Central Valley. On the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, Hillsboro Central Valley 31, Grafton 23.
Yeah, one thing the Burros have done so far in this third quarter is they're getting away from where they scored in the first half, and that was, getting Brandt touches down low. He either hits that baby jump hook, junk hook, you get the idea, or else he can kick it out to somebody at was open at the 3, and I don't know. I think they got to go back to that. Get Brandt posted up nice and low and get him the ball.
Grafton going to pull out the full court press. Riley Olsen for Dryberg on the hash mark on the far side. Hands for Longthorn. Brandt with a high screen. And there's a charge. Longthorn with the foul, his first, and 3 on Hillsboro Central Valley in the half. And the Burros with a little full court pressure of their own. Baldwin for Villarreal, back for Baldwin. 3 on the way, off. And Landon Olsen the rebound. Dryberg for Brandt. Bunny. 10 for Jacob Brandt. Burros back up by 10 with 3:45 to go in the third. Drug for Hansen. Hit the 3. Ryan Hansen's first points of the night. And if he gets hot, that can be trouble for Hillsboro Central Valley. Lead is down to 7. And there's Brandt coming right back. He's got a dozen. (35-26), Hillsboro Central Valley. Drug, turnaround, no. Landon Olsen, another rebound. Dryberg stops. Feeds Brandt, who got fouled. Jacob Brandt to the line with 2:52 to go in the third.
Well, the Burros have gone back to that simple stuff, getting the ball low to Brandt, down in the block, let him turn around and wheel and deal in there, and it's working for him.
Kyler Drug with the foul, that's his third. It modeled the first foul on Grafton in the half. 22, Maxwell Dumas back into the game for Grafton. He's also got 3 fouls. And for Hillsboro Central Valley, 5 Carter Limke, 11 Dylan Mitchell into the game. Brandt with 1 of 2. He's got 13 of the game. And the Burros back up by 10, 36-26. Sivney high post. Villarreal left corner 3, yes. Villarreal with 5. And Grafton now with as many 3s in this third quarter as they had in the whole first half. 2 in each case. Entry pass intended for Dryburgh. Held ball as Villarreal tied it up, and it will go to Grafton on the arrow. With 2:18 to go in the third.
Dryburgh is shaking out that shoulder. He took a little bit of a shot there on that scrum for the ball.
Dryburgh had been injured against North Star on Saturday. Hansen, long three, doesn't go. Sivney, nice reach for the rebound. 2 minutes to go in the third. Baldwin for Sivney for Dumas. Work it around quickly. Over through Sivney. And a drive, and a Dryburgh miss. Wide open three by Hansen, no. And Limke the rebound. Ahead for Dryburgh on the left wing with a minute and a half to go in the third. Pass for Brandt, tip, but Brandt gets it anyway. Finds Mitzel for a three, yes! Dylan Mitzel with 7 off the bench. And the lead back to 10, 39-19. Baldwin back for Villarreal. Sivney at a high post. He'll shoot off the bracket. Limke the rebound. Limke and Mitzel have done nice jobs off the bench for the Burros tonight. Under a minute to go in the third. Brandt double teamed. Missed in close, and Villarreal the rebound. Spike pass from Villarreal for Dumas, missed. And we got a foul on Dylan Mitzel of Hillsboro Central Valley, his second of the team's fourth. 44, Caleb Hattlestead, 1 Micah Longthorne back into the Hillsboro Central Valley lineup. As Dryburgh and Brent will get a break. Number 5, Reggie Rice into the game for Grafton. Villarreal. Right corner Rice. Nice job of drawing the foul against Mitzel. That's his third.
On that previous play down on this end, Dumas kind of limped back to the bench. Looks like he's got some trouble with that ankle of his.
And it was Rice who replaced him. Shot clock off. Villarreal. Three doesn't go. Nice job of tipping the rebound by Longthorne. On the break. And that was finished by Longthorne. .12 lead. Final seconds. Baldwin with a three. His second buzzer beater of the game. Baldwin with 11. On the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, after three, Hillsboro Central Valley 41, Grafton 32. Fourth quarter after this.
The Halstead Living Center, Heritage House in Halstead, and the Normandy in Twin Valley present an atmosphere that is calm and comfortable. Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, they offer a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care, including senior living with services, skilled nursing care, rehabilitation care, respite, hospice, or adult daycare. Get more information by going to halsteadlivingcenter.com or call 218-456-2105.
You can trust the pros at Hillsboro Body Shop to make your vehicle look as good as new. Cars, pickups, trucks, semis, Ben & Tyrell at Hillsboro Body Shop can do the work. And Hillsboro Body Shop is also the place to repair your windshield. Don't wait to get that pesky chip repaired. Ben & Tyrell can replace that glass the same day. Call Hillsboro Body Shop at 701-636-4981 and put Ben & Tyrell's combined 30-plus years of experience to work on your vehicle. Hillsboro Body Shop, 701-636-4981.
With Keith Meyer, Joe Lancello, fourth quarter about to get underway. Hillsboro Central Valley with the ball and a 41-32 lead. They have not trailed against 6th-ranked Grafton. Burroughs trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. Grafton trying to avoid a 2-game losing streak after having won their first 6. Brandt out high on the right. Nice job by Rice. Steal, layup, foul. And Reggie Rice, the 6'4 freshman, a chance at a 3-point play. Team foul 6 on Hillsboro Central Valley. It's on Dylan Mitchell. That's his 4th. He's got 4 fouls. Landon Olson with 3. Riley Olson back into the game for Hillsboro Central Valley as Mitchell will sit down. Rice, the 6'4 freshman, gets the old-fashioned 3-point play, and that's the first free throw that Grafton has shot in this game. That's a 6-point lead for the Burros, and a reach-in foul on Tony Villarreal of Grafton. That's his first and the second on the Spoilers in the second half. Grafton will get the bonus on the next Hillsboro Central Valley foul. Inbound pass blocked by Droog. Burroughs will try again. Dryberg hands for Riley Olson. Longthorn. Guarded by Villarreal. Brandt left block, double team coming. Turnaround, shot no. Rebound, Dryberg underneath, and he'll score. 11 for Dryberg. 43-35, Hillsboro Central Valley. Rice high post. Hanson left corner, around and in. Hanson's second 3 cuts the gap to 5, the closest it's been in some time. Since the opening quarter, I think. And if Hanson gets hot, that's going to be a problem. Brandt drawing the foul and getting 2 free throws. 3 fouls on the Spoilers. This one's on Ryan Hanson, his first. Brandt, 1 of 2 at the line, will shoot 2 for Hillsboro Central Valley. Gets the first. Original starting 5 for Hillsboro Central Valley: Longthorn, Riley Olson, Landon Olson, Dryberg, and Brandt. Brandt made them both. And timeout on the floor. 6:43 to go, fourth quarter on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. Burroughs 45, Spoilers 38. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Pearly, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart. East of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877.
Hillsboro Central Valley with 3 timeouts remaining. Grafton with 4 left. 6:43 remaining in regulation. Grafton basketball. Thought there might be a half-court trap, but I guess not. Hanson for Baldwin. Showing his quickness. Brandt showing his reach with the block. Riley Olson. Dryberg left coffin corner. Bango. Dryberg's second bomb of the game. He's got 14, and the lead back up to 10. Rice from the free throw line scores. Reggie Rice, 5 off the bench. Baldwin gonna hound Riley Olsen. Finds Landon Olsen, now Dryberg. Brandt scoring. 17 for Jacob Brandt. 50-40 Hillsboro Central Valley with 5:35 to play. Rice back for Hanson, and now Baldwin. Baldwin, I don't know where that was going, but Dryberg with the pick. Just the third turnover against Grafton. Dryberg on the right wing. Dryberg driving, no. Offensive rebound, Landon Olsen missed, but a foul. Landon to the line with 5:04 to play. Kyler Droog with the foul, that's his 4th. And 14 fouls on Grafton. Landon Olsen hits the first of 2. The junior with 7 points. And I would say he's got to have at least as many rebounds. Free throw number 2, good. He got them both. 52-40. Hillsboro Central Valley has led coast to coast. Their biggest lead was 16. Pass tip. Rice collects. Pass is tipped out of bounds into the Grafton bench. The ball will stay with the Spoilers with 20 on the shot clock.
I don't know. I just get the feeling that Baldwin has to let it go. He's got the ball for the three-pointer. He's just got to let it fly.
Baldwin, free throw line extended left, scores. That was a nice move. .16 for Baldwin, 52-42. Burrows by 10. Brandt tried to dump it off for Landon Olsen. And Rice coming away with it. 12th turnover against the Burrows. Villarreal on the break, scores.
Wow.
7 for Villarreal. Pressure in the backcourt, and they'll call Baldwin for a foul. First foul on Braylon Baldwin, and that's now 5 fouls on Grafton in the half. And full court pressure coming as the Burrows inbound. Longthorn for Riley Olsen. And a foul on Riley Olsen, his first, and that's 17 fouls.
Olsen was getting a lot of pressure in his face, and finally he just said, that's enough of that, and he pushed off.
Here's Villarreal coming back with a 3. Villarreal with 10, and the gap is 5. With 3:43 to play. Riley Olsen on the front court. Dryberg. Rob found Longthorn. And he found Landon Olsen. Landon Olsen with 10. 54-47. Spoilers trail. Baldwin, there's an open 3. Didn't get it. Hanson the offensive rebound. And an air ball by Hanson. And a Landon Olsen rebound. Riley Olsen hounded by Baldwin. Lost the ball on his own, say the officials. 13th Burrow turnover. Grafton ball with 2:52 to play in regulation in a 3-possession game.
Grafton really, really stepping up their pressure now.
Baldwin. Rice high post. Baldwin a three from the left, no. Michael Longthorne the rebound. Nice catch by Dryberg despite Villarreal being in the way, but then Rice getting a steal. Villarreal around the rim, no. And a Landon Olsen rebound, and Olsen got tripped. With 2:26 to play. Team foul 6 on Grafton. This is on Villarreal, his second. Full court pressure coming from Grafton. Longthorne up, getting the inbound pass. Villarreal knocked it away. Burrows will have it again. They lost 5 seconds on the shot clock. Dryberg got it across. And despite the lobbying of Droog, the ball is going to stay with Hillsboro Central Valley. 2:12 to go in the fourth quarter. Landon Olsen on the throw-in. Dryberg back for Landon Olsen with room to drive. Score and a foul! Landon Olsen with 16. Rice with the foul for Grafton. That is his first, and that's now 7 on the spoilers, so both teams in the 1-on-1. Landon Olsen completes the three-point play. He has 13. 7 in this fourth quarter. And the Burros back up by 10. Rice for a wide-open Kyler Droog. He's got 8. Under 2 minutes to play. 3-possession game. Dryberg trying to drive through the crowd, a foul with 1:47 to play. I thought it was a foul.
Yeah, I think it was. They need to talk it over and get the bonus situation
it would be
straight.
Team foul 8.
Well, I don't know what happened there.
Maybe it just got poked out of bounds. Shot clock is holding at 29. And that pass tipped out of bounds by Rice right to Hillsboro Central Valley coach Yuri Rockfold. Still 29 on the shot clock. 1:47 to go on the game clock. Longthorne. Landon Olsen. Short. Droog the rebound. Baldwin quickly into the front court and scores. And 1. Longthorne with the foul. That's his second. That's 8 now on the Burros with 1:30 to play. Baldwin with 18 and a chance to finish a three-point play and cut the gap to 5. And that's as close as Grafton has been in the second half, or in the fourth quarter rather. First time Baldwin's been at the free throw line today. And he made the three-point play. 57-52, full court pressure. Riley Olsen. Longthorne for Landon Olsen. Riley Olsen. Hands for Dryberg, 15 on the shot clock. And a 5-second call on Dryberg. 15th Hillsboro Central Valley turnover. Grafton ball with 1:04 to play. They're down 5. Baseline jumper from Droog is good. 10 for Kyler Droog. It's a one-possession game. Under a minute to play in regulation. And Dryberg calls a timeout. It's a short one. We'll keep it here. On the Tim Kazette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, Hillsboro Central Valley 57, Grafton 54. They haven't been this close since the opening quarter.
Give the Spoilers an awful lot of credit. They stepped up their defensive pressure with about 4 minutes to go, and that has rattled the Burros. They've turned the ball over. They've missed some shots. Grafton is they're in really good shape here. They if they get a stop here, come down to the other end, they can get within one or even tie it.
They're within 3, and they've got guys in Baldwin and Hanson and Villarreal who can hit the 3. Both teams are in the 1-1. As Landon Olson will throw it in. In for Dryberg. Hands for Longthorne. 20 on the shot clock, 40 in the game clock. And a steal by Baldwin. For Villarreal. Drive, scores. And it's a 1-point game with 28.3 to play. And Grafton with the timeout with 28.3 to play in regulation. And Grafton now within a point. The shot clock is off with 28.3 to play. Villarreal with a dozen. Baldwin with 19 to lead Grafton offensively. For Hillsboro Central Valley, 17 for Jacob Brandt, 14 for Dryberg. Again, both teams are in the 1-1. The possession arrow favors Grafton. Full court pressure from Grafton. Brandt for Riley Olson. For Mitchell, who's back in the game. And short timeout by the Burros, I believe, with 18.6 to play.
That's a full. Changed his mind.
On the Tim Kazette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, Hillsboro Central Valley leads Grafton by a point. The finish after this.
The Hillsboro Vets Club welcomes you for Broasted Chicken Saturdays, 5:30 till 7:30. Fries and coleslaw along with delicious broasted chicken. It's the best chicken I've ever had. Roasted chicken, dine in and take out at Saturdays at the Hillsboro Vets Club. And remember, appetizers and so many other fun activities at the Hillsboro Vets Club. Good luck to the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros from everyone at the Hillsboro Vets Club. And they thank you for all of your support with the Hillsboro Vets Club.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Inbound for Dryberg, and he's fouled with 16.8 to go. Rice with the foul, his second. That's 8 on Grafton. Both teams are in the 1-1. Dryberg to shoot the bonus. He's 0 for 1 at the free throw line today. 16.8 to go in regulation. Hillsboro Central Valley looking to hold on to a 1-point lead. It's a 2-point lead. It'll still be a one-possession game as Kyler Drew checks back in to replace Abram Sivney. But remember, Grafton's got guys who can hit the three. Baldwin, Villarreal, and Hanson. 1, 2, and 3. Second free throw missed. Rebound collected by Baldwin. It's a 2-point game. Baldwin driving. Lays it up and off. Grant the rebound with 5.4 to play.
Wow.
That's the guy who you wanted to have the ball and drive to the basket.
Yeah, they got exactly what they wanted. Baldwin, I don't know, maybe he was too pumped up. Ball came off the backboard a little bit hard, skittered over the rim. Oh man, that's a tough one.
Rice with the foul, he is third. Brandt to shoot a 1-and-1. And got it. 5.4 to go in regulation. If Brandt makes this, and Grafton will call a timeout to let him think about it. On the Tim Kazette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, Hillsboro Central Valley 59, Grafton 56. And while we have this break, we'll remind you of the Furniture Mart in Fargo, the Lee Olfson special. Ask for Lee to get your live event pricing at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Call 701-200-8019. And you can check out what they have at thefurnituremart.com.
I don't know. There's a lot of ways you can play this. Grafton, if they get the rebound, they just need to take off and get the best available three-point shot. If the Burros make it,
it's a two-possession game.
Yep.
And only 5.4 seconds to go.
They'd have to throw a long inbound pass, get a quick two, and call timeout if they have any left.
Or a quick three. Oh, no, they've got two timeouts left.
They've got a couple.
Brandt, 4 of 5 of the foul line today. It's a two-possession game, 60-56. Baldwin trip, no call, ball game over. And this one belongs to Hillsboro Central Valley. The Burros snap a 3-game losing streak and hand 6th-ranked Grafton their second consecutive loss. And the final on the Tim Kazed Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, Hillsboro Central Valley 60, Grafton 56. We'll return to Grafton and sum things up here when we return after these words on yourliveevent.com.
Hillsboro Lumber welcomes you. As you're working on interior projects, Hillsboro Lumber can help. Hillsboro Lumber has trim, doors, flooring, and all the necessary tools and products to complete your projects. If you're also thinking about larger projects for next spring and summer, let Hillsboro Lumber know of your ideas and they'll help with planning and estimates. Hillsboro Lumber, 701-636-4301. Welcome to Lakes Community Co-op. A new name, familiar faces, continued services, and customer service from your co-op in your community. Lakes Community Co-op. As we move forward, you can depend on us for fuel, propane, animal feed, meat locker plant, milk purchasing and hauling, pet food, hardware, convenience stores, tires, vehicle service, natural gas, and more of our services we provide from Lakes Community Co-op.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsboro, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
You can trust Paul's Hometown Repair for professional service on your vehicles, cars, vans, pickups. Bring them in to Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro. Whether it's light work such as oil changes and tune-ups, or more serious matters including transmission work and engine overhauls, they'll get the work done for you at Paul's Hometown Repair. They'll get your vehicle back on its wheels, running like new. Call 436-4676 to schedule your vehicle for service at Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Are you tired of the same old grower meetings? Then Precision Planting's Winter Conference 23 is for you. Announcing our new location for this year's event. Join us at the Alaris Center in Grand Forks, North Dakota, January 18th or 19th. You will hear from Precision Planting engineers and staff on new technologies, inputs, and practices. Winter Conference 23, January 18th and 19th at the Alaris Center in Grand Forks, North Dakota. To register, visit planterdoc.com.
Wilf Dagelman started Dagelman Industries 60 years ago with one thing in mind. He wanted to make products that had a true impact on the farm. The foundation of Dagelman remains the same today. Build simple, heavy, reliable equipment that will last for generations. We choose to innovate rather than imitate and work hard to remain an industry leader. Wilf truly said it best. Build it right, build it heavy, and build it to last from top to bottom. If you're interested in joining our team, visit dagelman.com to view our openings.
Back at Grafton, Joe Lancello with you along with Keith Meyer as the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros snap a 3-game losing streak and defeat the Grafton Spoilers 60-56 in Region 2 basketball. Grafton, ranked number 6 in the state, has now lost 2 in a row to Thompson last Friday and now to Hillsboro Central Valley, and the Spoilers are 0-2 in region play and 6-2 overall. This was a dynamite basketball game.
Oh, it was a great game. It was fun to watch, and you just knew there was Grafton was too good to go down quietly by 10 or 12. They were going to put on a rush, and they sure enough did. It's kind of a bizarre ending to the game. I think you were the only guy in the building that knew there was no whistle down there. Everybody was kind of standing and looking, expecting a whistle.
Well, we're waiting.
Nothing
As
happened.
Ted and I put it in Caddyshack.
And the clock ran out. That was strange, but I'll tell you one thing. Kids get over exuberant. When you make that free throw and you go up 4, you should turn into a statue, an absolute statue. Don't even give the official a chance to blow the whistle and call a foul.
Yeah.
But boy, the Burros had 3 guys around Baldwin, and he went down. I don't know if he got tripped or tripped over his own feet, but that was giving them the opportunity to call a foul, and he makes a couple of free throws, and they steal the inbounds pass. Who knows what happens.
Yeah.
So, but no, this was entertaining. This was a lot of fun.
Hillsboro Central Valley led from wire to wire. They led at 18-11 at the quarter, 29-19 at the half. Their biggest lead was 29-13 in the second quarter. After 3, it was 41-35 in favor of the Burros, and the final margin 60-56. Jacob Brandt hitting both ends of a 1-and-1 late to turn a 2-point lead into a 4-point lead. And the free throw shooting, and Brandt was 4 of 4 at the foul line in that fourth quarter and had 6 of his team high 19 points. Brandt with 7 baskets, 5 of 6 at the foul line for 19 points. And our stats brought to you by Christian Motors in Fertile, a huge selection of used vehicles. You can check them out at christianmotors.com and christiancarsonline.com. Brandt with 19 points. Peter Dryberg, who I'd been told this afternoon wasn't going to play because of a shoulder injury, did. And I'm sure everybody on the Hillsboro Central Valley side very happy that he did. 2 threes, 4 twos, 1 of 3 at the line for 15 points. Landon Olson, 5 baskets, 3 of 3 at the line for 13. And a very solid game on the boards. Dylan Mitchell off the bench, 2 threes, 1 of 2 at the line for 7. Michael Longthorne, 2 baskets for 4. Carter Limke, 2 of 2 at the foul line for 2. Riley Olson and Caleb Hattlestead played, did not score. Hillsboro Central Valley, 12 of 16 at the free throw line, 75%. 16 turnovers against the Burros, and Hillsboro Central Valley unofficially 36 rebounds, 6 on the offensive side. Hillsboro Central Valley 18 points in the first quarter, 11 in the second, 12 in the third, 19 in the fourth for their total of 60. For Grafton, they had 3 players in double figures. Braylon Baldwin, 4 threes, including a buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter and at the end of the third quarter. He also had 3 two-pointers and 1 of 1 at the line for 19 points. Tony Villarreal, 2 threes, 3 twos for 12. Kyler Droog, 5 baskets for 10. Ryan Hansen, 2 threes for 6, and that's a quiet game for him. Reggie Rice, 2 baskets, 1 of 1 at the line for 5. Abram Sivney, a basket for 2. Maxwell Dumas, a basket for 2. David Perez played and did not score. Grafton, almost forgot this, 2 of 2 at the free throw line. That makes a bit of a difference. 16 tries at the line to 2. And Grafton unofficially just 3 turnovers in the game. And unofficially Grafton with 21 rebounds, 9 on the offensive side. Grafton with 11 points in the first quarter, 8 in the second, 16 in the third, 21 in the fourth for their total of 56. Hoping to get Coach Rotfold up here. I'd also like to see if I can get the attention of Landon Olson and have a couple of words with him. Landon is our precision player of the game, brought to you by... No, I take that back. Got my sponsors mixed up. Player of the game is Landon Olson with 13 points and maybe just as many rebounds. Landon Olson, the 6'2 junior, our precision player of the game, brought to you by Enbridge. Enbridge, energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And our precision player of the game will go to Jacob Brandt. Precision player of the game brought to you by RDK Enterprises of Hillsboro and Drayton. Make plans to attend Precision Planning's Winter Conference 23 at the Alara Center in Grand Forks, January 18th and 19th. That's tomorrow and Thursday. You'll hear from Precision Planning engineers and staff on new technologies, inputs, and practices. Winter Conference 23, January 18th and 19th at the Alara Center in Grand Forks. To register, visit planterdoc.com. Planterdoc.com. Just the man I was talking about, Landon Olson. Congratulations on the win tonight. This had to be a very important win, considering you guys had lost 3 in a row.
Yeah, it was a very good win tonight. It feels good to get back in the wins right after those 3 tough losses in a row.
And you were just a really strong force on the boards today.
Yeah, our coaches always talk about rebounding, how that swings the momentum of the game heavily.
What was the feeling when you guys got off to such a 16-point lead in the second quarter?
Oh, it's super exhilarating, and it just keeps more offense flowing and helps on defense when you're all excited.
And going into those final seconds or those last couple of minutes, they had to be – what was going through your minds then?
Honestly, it's kind of a blur. It was just so exciting. Getting this one was just a huge win for our team.
Yeah, and now you're 2-0 in region play, and this has got to set you up really nicely for Thursday when you take on Mayport CG.
Yeah. Being undefeated in the region is a big goal of ours, and Mayville's our next goal for that.
Okay, and Landon, you're our Enbridge Energy player of the game, so you'll get a T-shirt from the folks at Enbridge. What size do you take?
Large, please.
Okay, that's a medium. I know I've got him here. No, small's not going to work. I can never pick out the first one, pick out the right one the first time. Double X, that's overdoing it. There we go. There's a large.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate it. Best of luck, and best of luck on Thursday. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Okay. Landon Olson, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, brought to you by Enbridge. And I was hoping to hear from Coach Elliott Rockfold. Well, looks like he's not going to make it up here. If he does, hopefully we can get some comments from him. That will be in our sports tomorrow morning on rnjbroadcasting.com. Once again, it's Hillsboro Central Valley 60 and Grafton 56 in the boys' game. Earlier today in the girls' game, it was Grafton over the Burros 65-13. And again, the Burros boys will be in action on Thursday at Mayport CG. They are now 5-4 overall, 2-0 in region play. Grafton 6-2 overall, 0-2 in region play. Grafton's next game will be Thursday at home against Hatton Northwood. And that is going to do it for us tonight. Thanks very much to Keith Meyer for running on the camera and his commentary. Thanks to our sponsors. We hope you will patronize our advertisers, at least to thank them for the coverage. And thanks to you for watching. We hope you enjoy the broadcasts. I'm Joe Lancello. The final score once again here tonight: Hillsboro Central Valley 60, 6th ranked Grafton 56. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll talk to you later. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.